Food and your family. Brought to you by Farmers Feeding the World. Agriculture has the ability to feed 1 billion hungry people. Please dream huge with us.
In Food and Your Family this morning, food prices climbed steadily in 2011. U.S. consumer food prices rose more than 6% last year. So what can shoppers expect in the new year? USDA's Bob Ellison has more.
Food prices will be going up in the new year, but U.S. Department of Agriculture economist Ricky Volpe says the big food price jumps of 2011 won't be repeated in 2012.
In 2011, we saw a year of fairly exceptional food price inflation. Food at home, we know that prices went up on average 4 to 5%. And in 2012, we're looking at food at home prices to increase on average about 3 to 4%, which is lower and is closer to more historically normal levels.
But some items will maintain their higher than average rates of increase from 2011 into 2012, especially in the bread and cereal aisles.
Breads and cereals, cereal and bakery products, it's one of the few categories where it's possible that we'll actually see higher levels of inflation in 2012 than we saw in 2011. That's because the outlook for wheat is for pretty high prices.
Meanwhile, meat prices should rise in 2012 because of smaller herds.
Beef, cattle, and hogs, pork, we're projecting further inflation in 2012 and for them to be again two of the fastest moving categories in terms of price in 2012 because the long-term outlook for these food categories is for sustained inflation due to low inventories.
Both produce and dairy should see normal price inflation of 3 to 4%, but Volpe says bad weather next year could drive fruit and vegetable prices up at higher than normal rates. For the U.S. Department of Agriculture, I'm Bob Ellison.